Good morning, everyone, and welcome to This Day. It is August 22nd, and a little fog out there this morning, but it's going to make way for a nice day, a little cooler than yesterday. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. On our show today, Bernadette Kirkus is here, and she is with Escrow Options. We're going to talk about what they do, why it's important to know what your escrow company does, and the security behind it as well. Also, Emeritus Institute, we have one of their great instructors here today who does both aquatic fitness and aerobic exercise. And the Korean Club, Peter Chong is here today. And from the foundation, Marcy Scheinwald is here, an event that's coming up that will benefit the foundation. And we're always also going to bring you a segment from the Revive Sleep Center. And what that is, well, that's living spaces. And we'll bring you a segment on that. Now, as far as meetings go today, there is only one. GRF has their agenda prep meeting in the Willow Room at 9:30. Now, let's get to the weather. A little bit cooler today. You probably saw there's a lot more fog out this morning. So we should be, yesterday was a pretty warm day. I'm thinking, I'm hoping anyway, we should be down. We actually got to about 90 degrees yesterday, so warmer than I first said. So everything was up probably about 3 to 4 degrees warmer than I had listed yesterday. So I'm hoping today we do get as much as 84, because that would take us down by about 4 or 5 degrees or more since yesterday. Then as we go forward, a little bit less tomorrow. Scattered clouds start to come in over the weekend. Humidity comes in as well. That high pressure system that has been dominating really the entire southwest and western United States, it will begin to shrink a little bit and kind of settle in where it starts bringing in that monsoonal moisture up from the Gulf of Mexico. Partly cloudy on Monday. There was a chance of, a couple days ago I told you there was like a 20% chance of rain. That's out of the forecast right now. That could change, but I don't think this is going to be as strong as far as the cloud layer and the amount of humidity and moisture that we'll get, as I said a couple days ago, but it'll still be humid for a few days. Let's take a look around the Southland, and you can see all the temperatures are down from yesterday by good 4 to 5 to 6 degrees, so that's good. Except the beaches, they're right about 80 degrees still, so that's pretty nice. So a little cooler for the next few days, and although it'll be cooler on the weekends, that humidity will start to come back, so we'll feel it. We'll feel that stickiness. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Trust the experts at Universal Carpet for all your flooring needs. Now get 50% off pet stain resistant and hyperallergenic carpet, porcelain tile, wood laminate and waterproof flooring, and complete kitchen and bath remodels. Plus get 5 years 0% financing, including free installation and free furniture removal. Our convenient showrooms are just minutes away in Irvine and Huntington Beach, or call 866-402-2747 for our free in-home shopping service. Universal Carpet, the low price leader for over 20 years.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the Jewelry Box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest, voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years, offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
Dr. Farman Cosmetic and Implant Dentistry is located right outside Gate 6 and has been keeping the village smiling for many years.
I trust Dr. Farman with all my dental procedures and all my dental work. Thank goodness I found Dr. Farman.
We have been serving the community of Laguna Woods for almost 20 years now. Come and visit us at Brilliant Smile for all your dental needs.
We are close to Gate 6, near Snooty Fox Restaurant, behind Coco's.
Individual care, specialized care. At Harvard Eye Associates, your vision and quality of life can be trusted to a group of specialists that provide advanced technology for the treatment of cataracts, including laser-assisted surgery a broad range of intraocular lenses and astigmatism correction. Come join the Circle of Care at Harvard Eye Associates, where the future of vision is today.
As a professional licensed realtor, you have worked countless hours to ensure your reputation is the best. Your clients know they can trust your judgment, that you'll be around when they need you, and that you will deliver what you promise. In escrow, one company has set that same standard for excellence. Escrow Options Group offers more than just outstanding escrow services. White glove concierge services, wire and fraud protection, custom estimates, and more at no extra charge. Choose the company that mirrors your professionalism. Escrow Options Group. Experience a better option of escrow services.
And with me right now from Escrow Options is Bernadette Kirkus, and always good to see you.
Thank you.
Welcome. We're going to talk about a few things today, but first let's talk about, in general, why an escrow company is needed and why it's important. I think everyone here watching has bought in homes probably several times, and there's always an escrow company. Sometimes they may think, why is that? Why is that middle person there? So what's the purpose?
So we are in place because we hold all of the funds, and we make sure that the contract terms are done equally and right. We're kind of like the middle neutral third party.
Okay.
So like an attorney, but not an attorney. Yeah, we make sure all the funds are dispersed properly based on the contracted terms.
Okay, so as I recall, you know, one party who's the buyer puts down a down payment or whatever it may be, and that is basically held in escrow.
Right.
And then if the reason you folks are there, if something goes wrong, the buyer backs out, maybe the home inspection reveals some major problem, they go, you know, we don't even want to deal with this. That's why the escrow company is there, so the monies are staying neutral during that time.
Right, exactly. And then we also, like I said, we make sure that anything that's within the contract is done properly. So, you know, once the down payment is in escrow and say everything does go well and escrow is getting ready to close, we make sure that any outstanding bills are paid properly. So those inspection reports, home warranty is paid, termites are paid, HOA if there is one. All of them are paid equally outside of the funds, and then the remaining net proceeds go to the seller, and if there's any refunds back due to the buyer, that those are all done correctly.
Okay, so yeah, like you said, like an attorney or an accountant, like you're paying your taxes and kind of the same type of thing. Not as bad as paying taxes though, but okay. Now here's something, you know, the reason you're here today is I doubt very few people think about the security aspect of escrow. We certainly didn't.
Right.
It's just like, you know, we work with a realtor who we knew it was a personal friend, everything went well, but it's like, okay, well, this is the escrow company is such and such, and title company, okay, that's fine. You don't even, most people do not even think about that. So why is that important?
It's important because why would you not want to know who's holding your money and who's holding your personal information? When you've got personal credit cards, you want to know that your credit card is secure and safe, and that no one's going to be stealing that credit card number, and unauthorized charges are happening. So when you're dealing with real estate properties, which is your largest investment in most people's lives, why would you not want to know that your money is going to be 100% secure and that your personal information is going to be 100% secure?
Okay.
Those are questions to speak to your real estate about. Okay, well, when we open escrow, how long has that escrow company been in business? Have they ever suffered a loss or have been hit with wire fraud or cyber theft?
Okay.
What kind of protections do they have in place to make sure that my money and my funds are 100% secure? Those are all questions you should ask.
Are some of those things they have happened to escrow companies?
Several.
Okay.
Yes.
And I would think, man, if that happens and you're in the middle of something, then everything just would stop, right?
Yep, absolutely. And then the other thing that that a lot of real estate agents don't really know so far is that they can be held 100% liable for it. So their E&O insurance doesn't cover in the event of cyber fraud happening. So say your escrow does get hacked and the seller's money vanishes, say $100,000 plus vanishes, the escrow company has to file bankrupt and now they're gone.
Yeah.
Who do you think that client's going to go after? They're going to go after the real estate agent.
Right.
And what they can end up doing too is they can personally sue them and place a lawsuit against their homes, their properties, anything that they have in order to try and recoup some of that money. So, it's also very important for the real estate company and the real estate agent to know what escrow they're using so that they're not put in this position.
Okay, now, when it comes to the escrow company, I didn't even know that you could choose. I just thought, okay, well, the realtor, they have one or two escrow companies that they usually use or whatever it might be, and that's that.
Right. So it is seller's choice, and mostly that's said within the actual purchase contract.
Okay.
So if the seller does do their due diligence and kind of does their research, and there's a specific escrow company that they want to use for XYZ reasons, then they do have the right to utilize that escrow company.
Okay.
A lot of these sellers do have a long-lasting trust and relationship with their realtors, and so they put that trust within their real estate agent to make that call for them, which is fine. A lot of the real estate agents actually do work with reputable escrow companies, so that's great. But you just, again, want to still ask those questions because it's still your money, it's still your investment, so just make sure that your real estate agent may have had a long-standing relationship with an escrow company, but that escrow company might not be up to date as far as protections and protocols are in place. So you don't want to be risking your funds and your information.
So it's the seller's choice, not the buyer's?
Correct.
Okay. And then the buyer just has to go along with whatever escrow company.
Much.
Okay.
Yes.
And but of course you hold the funds for the buyer, right? Or the down payment, whatever else is needed.
Correct.
Okay. Now, what about it comes a time when as I said, and people may back out, and this is where the escrow company is important because it's an independent party. You go through the process, like I said, for whatever reason, there's 30-day escrow. The buyer can back out up until a certain time, and then if there's a major problem with the residence they're buying, then they really can turn around and go, no, the inspection went through and it's just not what we thought.
Right. So there are clauses within the purchase contract that will clarify a lot of that. So there's usually something called a contingency period.
Right. Yes.
And usually within that contingency period is when the buyer can decide whether or not they want to purchase that property. If it's past the contingency period, there's usually a clause in that will state, whether or not the buyer will be due back his full deposit, or if now the seller will have that full deposit because they've backed out after the contingency period. And if there are outstanding invoices that have already been given to escrow because work has already been done, those are owed payment. So a lot of times, depending again on what the contract terms say, the funds will be paid for out of the buyer's deposit, or the seller will need to bring in some funds or cut checks themselves, depending on, again, the contract terms.
Okay, and along with that, it is up to the escrow company to make sure any outstanding HOA dues are paid or whatever. Maybe there's some taxes due. These are the kinds of things that you look at. You're not just holding the money for the buyer to give to the seller and waiting for everything to end. There's a lot that goes into it.
There's a lot, yes, which is usually why a typical escrow is anywhere between 30 and 45 days, because not only are all the inspections and things are happening during the escrow process, but we also have to make sure that any current liens on the property are being paid and removed properly, that if there's any back taxes, that those are all paid and cleared and removed off the property. If there's any type of judgments or any type of special liens on the property, that those are all paid from the seller's net proceeds and removed off the property. So we make sure that once escrow is closed and title is transferred to the new homeowner, that they're getting a very clean title with no other encumbrances on it that belong to the previous owner.
So you're not only protecting the buyer, you're protecting the seller both ways, making sure that the seller is getting their funds that are due them, the deposits, the whatever it might be, and then of course you're protecting the buyer in that they're getting a clean title.
Correct.
Okay. Now, if someone wants to use escrow options or whoever, how do they go about it? They, somebody's watching now, hey, I'm going to sell my place, that's who I want to use. They have the right to tell their realtor, this is who I want to go with.
Exactly, and that's basically the best way to do it.
Okay.
More than likely, if they've already, either wanting to sell their home or are already in the process of selling their home, they already have a real estate agent that they're working with.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do is to communicate with your real estate agent and say, hey, I just watched the show this morning. They were talking with escrow options, and I really liked what they were saying. I know that they have, cyber insurance. They've got SSAE certification, which is the highest audit certification you can receive for protecting funds and information. I want to make sure that my information is kept very secure and my money is not going to go anywhere, so I'd like to utilize them for escrow.
Okay.
And it's just a conversation that they would have with the real estate agent.
All right. Now, do you work out of state, meaning there's a buyer that's coming from another area? Can you handle that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
And are you just, as far as escrow options, the company, are you just located here or do you have other areas?
Oh, we're located primarily throughout Southern California.
Okay. All right.
Yes. So we actually have an office that is right down the street on Irvine Center Drive, and that is our office that has our Laguna Woods specialty team.
Okay.
So basically they handle nothing but Laguna Woods, know it like the back of their hand, know all the requirements
And it's complicated
criterias.
here.
It's very complicated, yes. So we have a team that's, the escrow officer that works on this team, that heads this team, has been doing it since 2008, I believe. So so she's very, very knowledgeable, knows everybody in
That's
the HOA.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's a lot of difficult parts to when you having, different mutuals and their rules versus this rule and all that. So to know that is very important.
And we're also the only escrow company that has a Laguna Woods concierge service. So we'll send an escrow personnel to the homeowners to actually sit with them and discuss the documents and walk them through it and explain it to them however long it may take. And it's free of charge. And we'll notarize documents if needed, all of that, and it's free of charge because we want to make it as seamless as possible.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
So that's the importance of having the right escrow company. So if you are selling and you have a realtor right now or thinking of doing so, give escrow options a call. I have the website on the screen there, and I wanted to make sure I didn't put the number up because I forgot to ask you. Is that the number?
An 800 number.
Okay, I don't have the 800 number. I had her. I think that's your personal number. That's why I didn't put it up. So, but escrowoptions.com, you can get that there. And thank you very much for coming by.
Absolutely.
Good to see you again.
Thank you. It's nice to see you as well.
All right, we'll be right back. That's good.
Hiring a realtor you trust is the first step in selling your home. Selecting an escrow company that can safeguard your money and personal information throughout the transaction is the next step. Escrow Options will guarantee the safety of your personal information and funds from the risks of wire fraud and cyber theft. Choose the escrow company that works for you. Escrow Options Group, protecting consumer assets in escrow since 2005.
Did you know that the Laguna Hills Lodge was originally built as a place for relatives or friends to stay when they were visiting? In 1968, Laguna Woods' residents built the first two buildings of the lodge because they wanted a place close by for visitors to stay. Since then, the lodge has become the spare bedroom for the Laguna Woods' residents. The lodge has received the TripAdvisor Award of Excellence 8 years in a row. We invite you to stay in one of our recently remodeled garden rooms and take advantage of a special offer for Laguna Woods' residents, family, and friends.
Did you know that we are living longer, healthier lives than ever before? And did you know that social interaction, brain stimulation, and exercise improve your quality of life? Did you know the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute offers 200 tuition-free classes to older adults in South Orange County? With over 30-plus locations between Lake Forest and San Clemente, it has never been easier to take advantage of your third act of life. Sign up today.
Well, we always love getting the wonderful instructions on from the Emeritus Institute out of Saddleback College. And today we have a returning guest. She was with us, I think, about a year ago.
About a year ago.
So this is Margie Himes. And Margie teaches aquatic fitness and aerobic exercise to music.
Correct.
Great to have you here today.
Great to be back.
Yeah. You've been doing this for quite a while, right?
I think I've worked for Emeritus about 6 years, six or 7 years, teaching at the various locations.
Now, always in the realm of aquatic fitness and aerobic, or
always
or does
within the physical fitness realm. Yeah.
So how'd you get into aquatic fitness? That is so popular, and for a variety of reasons.
It is really popular. As a matter of fact, my daughter and I just came back from Antigua. We had a week-long vacation in Antigua, and we looked on the schedule, and I saw water fitness, and I'm like, we are taking that class.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. I never get to participate like my students. I always have to be on deck. But
well, I think the reason it's so popular is because, from what I've been told, I've never taken it myself, but people, it comes across as this is not exercise.
It's not. I try and teach it as fun as possible, and they have a great time I want to say splashing around the pool, but of course you have to splash.
Mm-hmm.
You make waves. But I teach it as a very aerobic type exercise. We run, we do cross-country skiing, we do core exercise.
Water. Yeah.
All in the water. It's safe. It's safer than doing it on land. It's safe for your joints. And it's fun. It's just fun. The music is fun. The people in the classes are fun.
How many people are usually in the class?
I have quite a few enrolled in the class.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, life takes over and you may not be able to take every day. So I generally average probably about 50 people in the pool.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Now, are they there with the noodles and stuff?
With the noodles, we have noodles, we have paddle boards, we have water weights, they have gloves that look like duck web feet, so they can work the resistance of the water.
Wow.
Yeah, and that helps strengthen arms, backs.
And for many people who may have different kind of disabilities or arthritis, whatever it might be, this just makes it so much more pleasurable.
It makes it more pleasurable, and I've heard from my students results. Mm-hmm. I've heard. I can't guarantee this is going to happen to everybody, but I've heard. I had a student last semester come up to me and say, before this class, I had a walker. Now I'm walking without the walker. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that you can make that big of a difference, but that's awesome.
That's
nice.
Incredible. Well, it's kind of like an easier step to go. Now, I know you teach aerobic exercise to music,
correct,
which can get pretty strenuous,
right,
and that's great too, but the aquatic gives people who need it, like that person in the walker, it's kind of easy transition to the next step.
And I said, it's just easier on your bones, easier on your joints, because you've got the water to cushion you.
So that class, you're teaching it right now at Clubhouse 5?
I teach it at Clubhouse 5 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10:30.
Okay. Now, we're in the middle of summer, almost getting to the end of it, right?
Well, we just started the fall semester.
Oh, okay.
This week started
That's
fall.
Right.
Fall starts this week, which is crazy.
That's why I have orange on. See,
That's
I
right.
knew right there.
So the semester just started.
Okay.
You can add all the emeritus classes. We're still adding students to it. It's free of charge. And we have, obviously, Emeritus has more than just physical fitness classes. They have all sorts of classes.
Okay, and that's 10:30 it starts. It's about an hour long, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at Clubhouse 5, and the ticket number is 13300 or 13,300.
Right.
So now, if somebody wants to, because you certainly are allowed to, you teach this up at Palmia as well. Now that's an earlier class, same days, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Correct.
Yeah.
And before that, an aerobics class over at Palmia.
Okay. That's right.
And that's at 8 o'clock. So I teach
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock aerobics, a 9 o'clock
Wow.
pool exercise, and I come here and teach at 10:30 pool exercise.
And then you take a break.
And then I pass out for about an hour.
Yes. So if you want to take the aerobic exercise class, again, that's up in Palmia as well.
And again, at my class, as well as any other class here, that we are still adding students.
Okay.
It's not too late to start.
And that's important to make
It's
note of that.
really important to know that.
And you know, quite often too, with a lot of these exercise classes, yes, it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but if somebody can only go a couple days a week or whatever it might be,
right.
that's fine.
We pretty much understand that life happens.
Yeah.
You know, we have doctor's appointments, or we have a friend that comes out of town. You know, we need to have lunch with them. I get that. You know, life happens. And so you may not be able to make every single class, but as long as you make a good portion of them, I'm happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the aquatic, people just wear normal
They wear their
pool
bathing suits.
Yeah.
I have people wearing long, like, water tights. Sometimes they'll wear shoes to protect their feet.
Okay.
They'll wear rash guards, or they'll just wear a bathing suit.
So whatever works for
Right.
them is fine.
Hat to protect their head and their face from the sun.
And beyond that,
And in rain or shine.
in rain or shine,
Rain
yeah.
or
okay.
shine.
Beyond that, they don't need to bring anything else. You supply,
No,
you know, a towel, of course. But
Yeah, the students need to bring, obviously, their towel, but
Yeah.
they need to supply their noodles. They need
They
need
do.
to supply their weights.
Okay.
And you can just,
That's
a
good to
student
know.
even just came up to me the other day and said that Big Lots has noodles for 50% off, which must
Oh
be
yeah,
like,
this time of the year.
yeah, it must be like 50 cents. So, I mean, it's super reasonable.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
easy to do. So does, I think, Home Depot and,
I'm sure.
and even some of the supermarkets you go in. Now, the water weights, where can they find those? Online, of course.
Online,
but
of course. I would say you could go to, like, to
Big
Dick's,
Five is
Big
nearby.
Five,
Okay.
Dick's, Sporting Goods.
Okay.
Just like yeah.
And what size weight, whatever works
It just
for them?
their weights, I believe, only come in one size, and they're foam.
Oh, they are?
They're foam.
Okay.
So what happens is they kind of soak up a little bit of the water in the pool,
Okay.
so that becomes
Oh,
stronger.
all right.
So you could use the noodle as well as the weights, or instead of the weights, or the weights instead of the noodle. It's either way. You don't have to use any of it. You don't have to get any of it, and you could still get a good exercise.
All right, very good. Now again, this is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Clubhouse 5 at 10:30. And if you go on the Emeritus website, it is listed under Health 105, or excuse me, 501, HLTH, that's how they put it in here, 501, and that's any of Margie's exercise and aquatic classes.
Yep.
So if
And
you
they're
wanna-
free.
Yeah.
I mean, they're free. It's a fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic way to meet people.
It really
and get in
is.
good shape at the same time.
Yeah, I like the aquatic one. I think that's a great.
I'll see you next semester. Oh, you can still join.
Well, maybe. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Great seeing you.
All right, you take care. We'll be right back.
If you asked me what I wanted to be when I was a child, I would have told you a princess or an astronaut, maybe even a chef. But things change. I may not have become a princess, but I found someone who treated me like one. I may not have become an astronaut, but I still got to see the world. I may not have become a chef, but you would never leave my house hungry. The Emeritus Institute has kept my love of learning alive. Every day is a new adventure, and the Emeritus classes have made it possible to keep living out my dreams. Sign up today and begin your life's next adventure.
Hi, I'm here at the Revive Sleep Center inside Living Spaces, and I have James who's going to walk us through what the center is as well as show us some really cool stuff. Hi James, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So what I'd actually like to talk about a little bit is about living spaces. I mean, for those people that really don't know living spaces, I know that once they actually come in, living spaces will become their favorite destination home shopping store.
Okay.
I mean, at Living Spaces, we carry almost all of everybody's favorite lifestyle brands under one roof, equal or better quality furniture, but always, always at a fraction of the price. I mean, we're about making shopping fun, fast, easy, but with an emphasis on customer service. And the way we do that is because at Living Spaces, we're a non-commission environment, and that makes a big difference. Simply put, at our store, no one's going to be trying to take you where you don't want to go. But I'm actually here today to talk to you about something that I firmly believe in, and that's called an adjustable base.
An adjustable base?
Yes.
For a bed?
For a bed.
Okay.
An adjustable base is a device that can actually go under almost any mattress that's been made in recent years, right? Including the one you may already have at home.
Okay.
But the benefits that can come from it can be extreme. And I'm hoping you can actually help me demonstrate that.
I will,
Would you
definitely.
Be willing to?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So come on over.
All right.
I'm going to ask you to lay down.
All right.
There we go. Now, actually, Lisa, before we started, you shared with me that your husband snores.
Yes,
and
terribly.
I believe you said loudly.
Loudly,
right?
yes, I did.
Right. And that you also have some serious back issues.
Yes.
Lower back issues.
Right.
Right? So what I'm going to show here is the adjustable base.
Okay.
We're not talking about the mattress. We're talking about what the mattress is sitting on top of that is going to contour the mattress to better suit the needs of your body.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to elevate your head just a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to just ask you how this actually feels. I'm going to stop right
like I'm in the
about there. How's that feel?
That's nice.
It feels nice, right?
Yeah.
So we're opening up our air passages. It allows us to breathe easier. This is actually all you need to curtail greatly, if not totally eliminate snoring.
Okay.
And in addition to that, it's all you need to prevent any kind of acid reflux.
Oh,
right?
that's
Or
good.
GERD.
What if I have a cold? Does this help for that too?
It opens up those air
Okay.
passages, really helps you breathe easier, so it's
Okay.
fantastic for that.
All right.
We've also started relieving pressure off of your shoulders and the upper portion of your back. More than that, I've got some years on you, so blood circulation becomes a bigger and bigger issue in terms of how we sleep. So raising your legs slightly at night, super, super healthy for the legs. Increases the blood flow, takes the swelling off of the feet, allows the legs to recover more expediently from the previous day. You've seen people use pillows between their knees and under their feet. This is giving that blood flow, and they feel fantastically light in the morning, giving you far more energy to start off your day.
Well, and this really hasn't changed much. It's more comfortable, but I don't feel awkward.
I was going to ask you
Yeah,
that.
no,
How do
I
you
don't feel awkward.
But here's the thing. By coming up just a little on your head and a little on your feet, we did something else. We created a V right here. And what that just did was take the pressure off of your back and your hips. So now you can sleep for hours and hours in one position without feeling pressure points that cause us to toss and turn throughout the night.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask you a question. So are you a side sleeper?
Yes.
So you are comfy on your back right now?
Well, yes, but I don't know for how long.
Right. But here's the thing. Do me a favor. Even in this position, would you get on your side and tell me how it feels?
Okay. Oh, see, now the middle feels good.
It feels awesome,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
it's kind
In
of-
fact, it's not surprising. Most people actually like this better than being on their back.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty nice.
We just took the pressure off of your shoulders. We've taken the pressure off of your hips, increased the blood circulation for your legs, opened up your air passages, and curtailed your husband's snoring.
Oh, well, good.
So that's the benefits of it. But now I'm going to show you something else. So go ahead and get back on your back. So the other thing I wanted to show you is, and this is something that I actually do here in the store on a 15-minute break because I'm on my feet. I have sciatica and I have lower back issues. So when I'm feeling strain or pain, I will actually get on a mattress and take you to where I'm about to take you, or take myself to where I'm about to take you. So the position is called zero gravity.
Oh, good.
Now, doctors will tell you that once, twice a day, super, super, super healthy to raise your legs above the heart. So it's not necessarily a sleep position I'm showing you, but it is really good because it gets the heart pumping, gets the blood flowing. There are a few things that come from this. One is it's just a great way to relax because your feet feel super light right now, right? And if they were tired from working out, they'd be recovering much faster. So this is really great for them. But as the blood rushes into your brain, when that blood hits the brain, it starts causing a chemical reaction to help start calming nerves, calming stress. It can really help you take a lousy day and help you detoxify your mind, clear your thoughts, and be able to go on with the rest of the evening with a whole new attitude.
Right. No, that's right. Great.
But for me, I use this for a different reason because what we just did was take all of the weight, all of the tension, all of the pressure off of your lower back.
That's nice.
So for all intents and purposes, your lower back is kind of free floating right now. You can do this. You can actually be in lower back pain. Get on the mattress. Put yourself in this position. 15, 20, 30 minutes. Relax. Listen to music. The end of which, and this is the key, when you bring yourself flat from this position, and you're going to feel that in just a minute, it stretches out the entire spine, stretches out the lower back, stretches out the tension, and you will be amazed that you can actually stand up, if not 100% pain-free, 90% pain-free.
That's
it
great.
really, really does work.
Well, and this will be great for, you know, the people in Laguna Woods Village because they maybe have surgeries or, like you said, they might have some vascular issues, and this might be very helpful.
Congestive heart failure, swelling of the feet. It helps drain the swelling. All of those type of issues, breathing, all of that, it helps all of that. So
Perfect.
I'm going to show you another position, so I'm just going to ask you, Lisa, do you watch TV in bed?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the thing. For me, I love reading, watching TV in bed. This alleviates pressure off of the lower back, so I'm going to bring you up and show you that this actually elevates you all the way and becomes the best recliner in the house. Because you see, for me, I'm not somebody that can sit on a sofa and watch TV for 2 hours without it killing my back. But this is alleviate the pressure from that by keeping the legs up. But I'm going to bring you down because I did say that I was going to prove this to you. So I'm going to prove this to you. Believe it or not, your body has gotten adapted to the weightlessness it's been experiencing for the last few minutes, right? So I'm going to bring you back down to that position that we recommend for sleeping. And that's slightly up on the feet and slightly up on the head. Now, for the most part right now, your body thinks it's flat. Would you agree with that?
It feels like it is,
It does. It feels like it's flat because this is a more natural contour that we've created for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring you flat. When I bring you flat, you're going to feel that lower back stretch that I was talking about. But beyond that, I just want you to be honest with me and tell me which position feels better for your body. The position you're in now or totally flat. So here we go.
Is that, I'm totally flat?
You're totally flat.
Well, I like the other one.
You like the other one?
I do.
The thing is a lot of times this is what we start to feel once we're already asleep. So do me a favor. Focus on anything negative that you're feeling right now. And watch how it completely, instantly goes away, disappears, completely
by
gone.
what you're just doing.
By
It's
just
gone.
doing this,
That's
and it's
cool.
gone. Isn't
That's
it
great.
amazing?
That is amazing.
Now here's the thing. There's a lot of bases out there. At a lot of different price points. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there just waiting to take advantage of your wallet. At Living Spaces, the basic base for a queen-size mattress that does everything I just demonstrated starts at only $495. Now, that's not crazy, but it is a great investment on your sleep and on your well-being. And we invite you in to our Irvine or Huntington Beach location. But here's the added incentive. To any Laguna Woods resident that comes in and shows their resident ID card, we will present you with 2 coupons. One, $50 off of $500 or $100 off of $1,000. You choose, but it's good for you and or your immediate family. So we invite you in for your own sleep test, and we thank you so much for giving us your time today. Hope you have an awesome day, but more important, have an awesome night's sleep. Lisa, thank you so much.
You're welcome. This was fun.
That. Thank you.
This was great.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I
Did you have
enjoyed it
fun?
a lot. I did, and I think I'm going to have to come back and get myself one of these.
We're looking forward to it. We'll give you one of the coupons as well.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
Finding the right sleep solution is not one size fits all. At Revive by Living Spaces, you'll find a revolutionary process that makes the shopping experience as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Pick your pillows for proper spine alignment. 2. Select a mattress that provides the perfect comfort and support. 3. Choose the right necessities to enhance the quality of your sleep so you can recharge, relax, renew. Only at Revive by Living Spaces.
Well, coming up in September 12th to be exact, the Korean American Club is going to have a wonderful show, and they're going to be benefiting the foundation of Laguna Woods Village. So today we have on Peter Chong. He is with the Korean American Club. You're the president of that club.
Yes, sir.
And it's great to have you back. We have Marcy Scheinwald on. And I think a lot of you know Marcy. She is, of course, with the foundation. And she's done all kinds of things there, right, Marcy?
Yes.
Yes, so it's great to have you both on. First, Peter, tell folks, maybe they haven't seen you on here before.
Yeah, I think so.
About the Korean American Club. We have a lot of people that are new to Laguna Woods. Often they come from Korea, or they come from in and around this area, and they're Korean themselves. And what a great opportunity to join a club like this.
Yeah, now I came to Laguna Woods Village about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Then that time about 550 Korean people, but now people say about 1,500 Korean people. It's increasing, and people enjoying here.
Yeah,
they love enjoying here.
So you folks, besides the events you have a couple times a year, do you meet on a regular basis? Do you meet once a month and have other activities as well?
Well, basically, we Korean people meet about 5 or 6 times altogether.
Okay.
But sometimes we have a small group meeting here and there, here and there. We have about almost 30 small group meetings.
Okay.
Korean, community. So people are enjoying according to their, hobby or talent. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Now, of course, you were on a while back about an event that you were having. This one that is coming up on September 12th. It's okay. How do you pronounce that?
Arirang Festival.
Okay. And Marcy, they're benefiting the foundation, which is fantastic.
Yes, and we're very grateful. We're very grateful for the Korean American Club support and for all of the clubs in the village who support us. But I think this festival provides a unique opportunity. As Peter was saying, we have an increasing number of Korean Americans living in the village.
Yeah.
And many of us have Korean American neighbors. And this festival gives us an opportunity to learn a little bit more about Korean culture.
Right.
So it does 2 things at the same time. You can learn about Korean culture, actually 3 things. You can have a wonderful night of entertainment. And the third is that you can support the foundation, which steps in to help needier residents in the village.
Yeah, and the foundation, of course, works closely with our social services department, right?
Absolutely. We work hand in hand. In fact, we recommend to people that if they're experiencing some kind of need, financial, physical, sometimes even emotional, the first stop should be social services. They will link you up with needed services. If you need financial support,
right,
that's the link.
Right. And I know you've said this before, but when the foundation steps in with financial support, you don't hand the person the money.
No.
You will pay their electric bill or whatever it might be.
And the other important thing to know is we do not know who is getting our assistance. It is completely confidential. It could be my next door neighbor. I have no idea. All we get is an ID number.
Okay.
No names, no addresses. And you're right, Ken, we pay the vendor, the electric company, CVS, the doctor, the caregiver.
Yeah. Very good. Now, Peter, tell us what's going to be happening at this festival. I understand that you're going to get up there on stage as well?
Yeah. Well, like last year in same Arirang Festival, I was standing on the stage there, then invited the representative from the foundation, and we handed over $5,000 check to help people.
Very nice. Wow.
And this year we wish to do more than that. But I don't know how much will come. But I encourage Korean people to give, donation.
Right.
In the name of the foundation, and then we sell tickets for $10 for Arirang Festival show, we have to pay rental and technician expenses, everything. Then the balance, the left money of our income will be donated to the foundation.
Okay.
So, we like to do more than as much as we can do.
And
we like to help.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. So you were telling me you're going to do some sort of a act or one-man show, or?
Well, people, last 40 years, I was a pastor in church, Korean community church. But since I retired and came to here, Laguna Woods Village, I had my personal free time. And then I found myself, I have talent of joke and humor. And people encouraged me to do that. And so then I'm going to do one-man show, maybe 2 or 3 programs in Island Festival.
Very good.
Yeah.
That'll
in
be
English,
a lot
of course.
And he didn't tell you, he's also publishing a book of humor.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm writing now humor book, humor collections.
Yeah.
It will be published in about November.
Now, English or Korean?
Well, now I was
both?
thinking to do in Korean and English, but this is my first try. I'll do in Korean first.
Okay.
Then if I have a reputation, then next year I'll do in bilingual, in Korean and English. And people love it. I'm a humor writer.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
Very good. So beyond you getting up on stage, you're going to have other folks at the festival as well, their entertainment.
Yeah, we have many programs like last year. Well, now, Laguna Woods Village is kind of like a diverse ethnic group community.
Yeah.
Many kind of people here. And performance on the stage, and art and sport is international language.
Yeah, yes.
And through this Island Festival show, we introduce our Korean culture to folks here, to people. Korea has almost 5,000 years of history.
Yeah.
So we have a long and deep cultural art, and so we like to show it, to come to closer to with the community people, to understand more each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And then enjoy together. And so then Korean traditional dance, drumming, bang, 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 like a drumming dance, and then Western dance, like a line dance and ballroom dance, and martial arts demonstration, a New Broadway show like that. And then we will prove that age is no more than numbers.
Okay.
You'll see people,
That's
if
true.
they come to Island
That's true
Festival.
here,
Oh,
for
yes,
sure.
sir.
Yeah.
If they come here to Island Festival show this year, they will see between 70 and 80 some years old ladies. They will stretch out their legs, and then New York Broadway show.
Oh, wow. Oh, like the Rockettes.
Yeah.
Thing. Wow.
Between 70 and 80 some years old
Yeah,
ladies.
it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
They
And
will
that's
see.
worth the ticket alone.
Right. So again, this is coming up on September 12th. That's a Thursday at the Performing Arts Center at 6 o'clock. It's $10 per ticket that you can get on sale right now. And then, of course, as Peter has said, you can additionally donate some money to the foundation while you're there, right?
Yes, sir.
You going to wear your hat?
I'll do. Yeah, it's my trademark.
Okay.
Always.
Very good. Peter,
Thank
good
you,
to see
sir.
you. Marcy, good to see you again.
Thank you very much, Ken.
You
for
take care,
having
and we'll be right back. I like the hat.
Thank you.
When your sticker package arrives, follow the simple instructions on the envelope. It's important to know that the sticker must be adhered to the inside of your vehicle before driving on a tolled bridge, lane, or road. There, you're all set to go out and enjoy the drive. A new drive awaits on the toll roads of Orange County.
The foundation of Laguna Woods Village is unique in the nation in serving its senior population, our friends and neighbors, with temporary financial assistance. Your donations assist Laguna Woods residents in maintaining their quality of life by providing help with medical bills, food, respite care, Meals on Wheels, and other emergency needs. With village support, the foundation continues to help our residents. Can we count on you to donate?
So, Greg, it's a lot to take in.
And I know that's hard to hear, but the doctors caught it early.
Hi, Blake. My dad has cancer.
And I know how hard that is to hear. But you're in the right place.
And Dr. Pascal and her team, they know what to do.
They know what to do.
The doctors know what to do.
So here's the plan. First off, we're going to give you all this information.
I'm Wendy Miller, your Smiley Realtor with RE/MAX and your Laguna Woods real estate specialist. I'm here today with the first of my 7 home selling tips for seniors. Some seniors prefer to rely on the real estate agent who has sold the most properties in their neighborhood. Others seek the most often recommended from family and friends. The right professional will ask questions about your future goals. He or she will help you decide upon a realistic listing price and answer all of your questions promptly before asking you to sign a listing agreement. Give me a call and I will help you make the right move.
At our new Memorial Wave Imaging Center in Laguna Woods, formerly Orange County Diagnostics, you can expect the same precise imaging, multiple modalities for your imaging needs, and the same friendly staff with medical providers like Dr. Syed Sharakni. The Laguna Woods Transportation Service offers convenient access right to our door, and we continue to provide the care and compassion that you expect from our new Wave Laguna Woods location.
Well, we just had Peter on telling us about the wonderful festival they're going to be having and all the dancers and talking about how they're stretching and kicking up their legs and a line dance and all that. Well, we got a movie kind of along those lines. It's called Palms, and this came out earlier this year. It's a comedy about a group of women who form a cheerleading squad at their retirement community. And Martha is an introverted woman who moves to a retirement community that has the usual stuff: shuffleboard, golf, bowling, other activities. Hoping to be left alone, she meets Cheryl, a fun-loving neighbor who insists that they become best pals. And after coming out of her shell, Martha and her new friend decide to form a cheerleading squad. So great cast here. We have Diane Keaton and Jackie Weaver, and Ariel Perlman and Pam Grier. Just a really good cast that is in this. It came out earlier this year, and this will be on Friday at 2 and at 7 o'clock. So there you go. Now, on Monday, if you are a Marvel fan, this is the 4th installment and maybe, at least for now, the final chapter of this phase of Avengers. This one's called Avengers Endgame. And after the devastating events of Avengers Infinity War, the universe is in ruins. With the help of the remaining allies, the Avengers assemble once more in order to reverse Thanos' actions and restore the balance to the universe. Good movie. If you are like I said, a fan of Marvel, I really enjoyed this. It does get confusing at times because it goes backwards in time, so they can reset things. There's the Guardians of the Galaxy right there. And I really enjoyed it a lot. All the characters are in here in one form or another. And as I said, this is considered the end of what they call Phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Phase 4 begins, actually kind of did, with the latest Spider-Man movie that just came out. So that's kind of the next generation of all this. This will be on Monday, and it's a long movie. It's 3 hours long, which is typical of these kind of movies. And if you want to stay to the end of the credits, always with the Marvel movies and Avengers, there's always a little surprise at the end of the credits. So that will be on Monday, brought to you by Harvard Eye. All right, a couple things I want to tell you about speaking of aquatics. The Aqua Follies by the Aquadettes is happening, coming up on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week, meaning not coming up tomorrow, but coming up August 29th, 30th, and 31st. This is, of course, at Pool 1 at 8 o'clock. Tickets are available right now. They're $7, that's all. And you can get those at Clubhouse 1, 2, 5, and 7. At the Recreation Department here in the Community Center, you can go online to aquadettes.com or call or text 949-246-6666. 6593. It's always a really great show. And yesterday we were talking about with Selma Buckstein, who is the Last Doll Lady, that Taryn Hogue, who produced that film, is also producing one about the Aqueduct. So she's been out there with her camera during practices, and I'm sure she'll be there for the performances as well. So a lot of fun at Pool 1, August 29th, 30th, and 31st. Now, the weather, it's clearing up out there if you're watching us in the morning, a little bit more fog today. Should be cooler than what we had yesterday. Man, we got to like 90 degrees yesterday, which means just inland, just a few miles, I think I got home and we were like 96 or so. Not that hot today, so about 84 I'm hoping. Yesterday I think I said 87 and it got up warmer, so let's hope I'm right today at 84. Going down a little bit more tomorrow. Humidity starts to set in over the weekend, so we're going to have scattered clouds over the next Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Although it won't be as warm, it will feel, you know, that stickiness you get out there with the humidity. Around everywhere today, everything's down by about, I would say, about 4 to 5 degrees everywhere you go, except the beaches. They're holding out where they were yesterday, right about 80 degrees. All right, we will see you tomorrow. You take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.